10 reasons to stop judging people. Assessing people and situations that we encounter is an evolutionary trait that humans and animals share. We judge people and things to assess the level of threat and danger the other party poses to us. At some point, too much judgment stops being beneficial, and it hurts us in more ways than we would care to admit. Hello friends, welcome to another Top Wisdom video. This time we'll be talking about the negative effects of being judgmental and why you should stop it. Before you judge us, click on the subscribe button to see if our videos are worthy of your time. Done? Thank you. What is judgment in the first place? Judgment, if done unfairly or too much, is forming an opinion about another person without really knowing them or where they're coming from. Gossip is a form of judgment. Observe yourself. Do you frequently talk about another person behind their back? Do you jump to conclusions about someone based on their appearance? Do you find yourself making fun of someone because of their looks? If so, you might be swimming into dangerous territories. Here are some reasons that might help you stop judging other people. 1. You free yourself from negativity. Too much judgment is a toxic trait that you carry within yourself. The amount of time you spend eyeing people up and down to calculate their value is time you can spend better elsewhere. You'll have more time dedicated cultivating better friendships and doing things that will benefit you. Instead of looking for faults in someone else, you can try working on your own self-confidence and becoming a better person. 2. Judgment is a reflection of yourself, not the other person. If we're being honest, we harshly judge other people over things that we feel insecure about in ourselves. If you find yourself thinking that this woman is only beautiful because she wears too much makeup, then you might have an issue with the way that you look. This can also happen when you're negative about someone's work, relationship, lifestyle, or weight. There might be something about them that reminds you of yourself, and that's why you're judging them. It's easier to find flaws in another person than facing yourself and admitting to your own shortcomings. We deflect to protect our own sense of self. 3. It makes you unhappy. Judging too much will make you see the bad things about another person before you get to know who they truly are. A constant stream of negative thoughts is bad for you, and in the long run, it will make you unhappy. Since you judge people too much, you'll think that the other people are doing the same thing to you. You will become less self-confident and defensive. 4. It will open you to possibilities. Once you let go of all your preconceived notions about people, the world becomes your oyster. Every person that you meet has an entirely different experience from you that you can learn from. You can get a new perspective on things that will add value to your life. 5. Judgment perpetuates stereotypes. The wrong notion that men are better than women started from an unfair judgment. When you stick to your wrong assessment of someone, you perpetuate a negative stereotype. Blondes are not smart, Asians are bad drivers, men can't cry, or all gay people are flamboyant. Those are examples of stereotypes that have plagued people for many, many years, and we are only starting to break them. Generalizing people into categories is wrong and hurtful. Diversity makes life more beautiful, and stereotypes just cage us in boxes that separate us from each other. We need to stop judging one another so harshly and start practicing kindness more. 6. You don't know the weight they are carrying. I'm sure you've been judged before. You know how hurtful it is, right? You thought if they just asked you what you were going through, then they would have understood you better. Flip it. This is true for other people too. Give other people a chance to share their story the way you wished you were given the chance to share yours. I promise this will stop you from judging them too much. That person crying alone on a park bench is not just asking for attention. They may have lost something important. Your kid who's acting out is not doing it to annoy you. They may be having trouble with their friends. If you walk a mile in someone else's shoes, then you would understand why they are the way they are. Don't dismiss people immediately because they don't fit a certain mold you pictured in your head. 7. It stops you from growing. We don't mean literally. It stops you from growing as a person. We are the way we are because of the people we've met along the way. You can be indirectly closing yourself off from meeting great people because of your judgment. If you're judgmental, you'll probably be surrounded with people who are similar to you. But if you try to hold off any opinions about someone before truly getting to know them, then you'll meet people who will add value to your life that will make you a better person. That tired-looking mom can teach you parenting techniques that will make your life easier. Your neighbor can be an investment banker that knows all the great shows that could lead to the best night of your life. Focus your energy on being kind to other people, then redirect that kindness to yourself. Practice this daily and you'll become the best version of yourself. 8. It can cause anxiety. Deliberately finding flaws in someone is very bad for your mental health. Studies have shown that this form of negative judgment feeds into our anxiety and depression. You sometimes feel guilty when you judge someone, right? Eventually, you'll worry if they heard what you said and if they're secretly mad at you. This causes tension and you avoid seeing them at all cost. The uncertainty of the status of your relationship will give you anxiety. Anxiety causes a lot of physical reactions to the person. You may experience stomach aches, acid flare-ups, or rapid heartbeat. Stop judging other people before you give yourself a panic attack. 9. You won't have real friends. People will catch on that you are a judgmental person. This will turn them off from being friends with you. Who wants to be friends with someone who constantly criticizes them? No one. If you do have friends, they may not be your real friends. Since it's okay for you to talk about other people behind their back, what's stopping your friends from talking about you when you're not around? If you want good and lasting relationships in your life, you have to stop finding flaws in other people. There's nothing you can gain from it. 10. Unrealistic expectations. We tend to find shortcomings in other people because we have way too high standards sometimes. We expect people to act and look a certain way because of our learned stereotypes, and if they don't fit that stereotype, or if they do, we judge them. There's no winning when it comes to judgmental people. If you act a certain way, they judge you. If you don't, they do the same thing. Let go of expectations on how someone should be. Let them be true to who they are, and if you don't like it, walk away. I firmly believe that we judge people in the same harsh way we judge ourselves. You're the first person you judge, so you know how it feels to have high standards. Think of it this way: the less you judge others, the kinder you also become to yourself. That case, everybody wins. Incorrect and overly critical judgment makes you form bonds with all the wrong people. It causes unnecessary stress and contributes to your anxiety. Of course, the world can't be all kumbaya and we can't help but judge each other sometimes. When you find yourself doing this again a lot, breathe and assess where your judgment is really coming from. It's all but certain that you're judging another person because they deserve it. It's probably got something to do with how you see yourself in comparison to them. Try to clear your mind and start from scratch. Be open-minded. You'll never know how colorful your life can get with that person in it. Before you judge us, subscribe and watch our other videos first. Let's be good friends. We hope to see you back soon.